Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to 90 Day Fiancé latest news. Loren and Alexei Brovarnik lived in South Florida, where pom-poms swayed and beach breezes blew through open windows. Their lives were both hectic and lovely. They weren't just the happy couple from a reality show anymore. They have kids now. Partners. Not bricks, but love, trust, and the strength that only life and 3 tiny children can give you are what hold a home together. There was always something going on in the Brovarnik residence. Little feet walking on the floorboards. Bottles banging against each other in the sink. The smell of burnt toast and baby lotion. Loren was the focus of attention in all the noise. The voice telling her to put on shoes, the hands packing lunches, and the heart that never stopped pounding for the 4 people surrounding her. She was the light, but even the sun can flicker. It started out fine. A sore throat. A little more tired than normal. Loren said it was because she was tired. What mother wouldn't? She was breastfeeding, recording videos, taking care of kids, and being there for her friends, family, and followers. She was tired, of course. But this wasn't simply being exhausted. It was the first sign of something worse, something deeper. Loren woke up on a Tuesday morning in June and couldn't lift her head. She was in pain. Her muscles hurt. Her throat felt like it was made of sandpaper. She still tried. She got out of bed. She fell into the couch halfway down the hall. She told Alexei, "I don't feel good." Her voice was soft and light. It scared him right away. He had watched her get through postpartum discomfort, gastrointestinal infections, and 3 pregnancies in 4 years. But this was not the same. She slept for most of that day. Even though the air conditioner was barely on, her body shook under the fleece blanket. Alexei checked her temperature. 101.8. At 3 p.m., it was 102.7. It was 103.2 by 8 p.m. After midnight, the coughing started. It wasn't simply dry, it was aggressive. It seemed like her lungs were ripping themselves apart from the inside. She held her sides and gasped. Her skin got wet. Her hands trembled. Alexei didn't get any sleep. He held her hand and sat close to her. He put moist washcloths on her forehead. He gave her water through a straw in little sips every 15 minutes. He ordered the kids to stay out of the room, and that mommy wanted some peace and quiet. The kids didn't get it. Shai gave him his toy truck. Ariel wept because she didn't come to tuck her in. The infant cried for hours because she didn't hear her mother's voice. "Where's Mommy?" Shai kept asking. "She is sleeping," Alexei remarked. "She's not feeling well, but she'll be fine." He didn't know if that was true. The next day, her fever went up to 104. She couldn't get up. She could scarcely open her eyes. There was no sound from her voice. Alexei carefully dressed her, picked her up, and took her to the hospital. Nurses moved quickly in the ER, checking the oxygen. Tests on blood. Swabs. They said it wasn't COVID. RSV. Flu. The conclusion: a very bad viral infection in the upper respiratory system. No signs of bacteria. No antibiotics to help. Just take a break. Getting enough water. Be patient. The word patience hurt. Alexei wasn't convinced they had time to wait. They went back home. Loren fell into bed. Alexei sat down in a chair and didn't move for 3 days. He gave the kids food, gave them a bath. He held their hands and told them everything would be well, even though he was terrified within. He watched Loren sleep for days at a time, her breathing sometimes weak and other times too still. He held her hand as she was having night terrors. He wiped the sweat from her forehead. He cried on the phone to his mother. He mumbled in Hebrew, "I don't know what to do. She's getting away." His mom didn't talk much. Just say, "You're doing everything you can. Stay with her. Love her through it." Loren's fever rose to 104.4 on the 5th night. Her heart raced. She wheezed in her chest. Alexei walked around the room like a crazy person. He almost dialed 911, but he didn't want to leave the kids by themselves. He got down on one knee next to her and said, "Please don't leave me." Her lips moved, but not much. "You stayed," she said softly. That night, the fever went away. Not all the way, but that's enough. Enough to let some light into her eyes. Enough for her to say a few full words in a whisper. It was enough to make Alexei think they might live through this. Loren got up for the first time in almost a week the next morning. She was shaking, but she was able to drink a glass of water by herself. She smiled weakly and replied, I'm still here. Alexei cried without making a sound, holding her hand to his lips. Loren got better little by little over the next 10 days. She walked slowly to the bathroom. She had her first shower. She cried for a moment while holding Ariel. The baby held on to her and cried with relief. Shai brought her pictures. He said, I made this while you were sleeping. It's you, me, and Daddy. You are my sunshine, Shai, she added. Her voice was rough. Her physique was weak. But her spirit was getting stronger. Alexei wouldn't leave her alone, even when she said she was okay, even after she told him to go to bed. He stayed. He prepared soup every night. She would sometimes take 3 bites, sometimes none. He still brought it every night. He read to her out loud, played some music, made her laugh, even when it ached to do so. She stated to him in bed one night, You know you didn't have to do all of this. He stared at her like she was crazy. You're my wife. You are the mother of my kids. You are my heart. Of course I did. She began to cry. What if I had died? He said, You didn't. And you aren't going anywhere. She could walk on her own by the 3rd week. She played with the kids. She laughed much. Her flesh shone again. Her voice had its tone back. On Sunday, they prepared pancakes. It was a mess. There was flour everywhere. But it felt like life again. Loren put up a video. Real. Honest. I was really sick. I was terrified. I didn't think I would wake up. But Alexei never left. He never stopped caring about me. I love him more than I ever have. There were a lot of messages. Help. Kindness. People from all across the world told them they were an inspiration. That their love was one of a kind. Alexei read each comment out loud to her. She cried through half of them. She added, I don't want to go back to normal. I want more than normal. I want what we have, but I want it to be more honest. More planned. They promised to do something. To take it easy. To be there. To put health first. To each other. Their kids. Their love. They went on a journey by themselves. A peaceful getaway. No cell phones. No pictures. Just lengthy discussions, slow walks, and crying together. Loren turned to Alexei and said, Thank you for keeping me alive on a windy ledge that looked out over the ocean. He put his hand on her cheek. You're the only thing that makes me know how to live. And for a moment, all the pain went away. All the stress. All the hours of being scared. Because they had gotten through it. And now they had the rest of their lives. This gossip is over. If you liked the video, then give your opinion in the comment box and stay with us by subscribing the channel. Thank you.